Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover, so let's get started with today's headlines. The City of Beaufort's Town Council gave preliminary approval to Coastal Pride, a Beaufort-based seafood company, for a possible state-of-the-art soft-shell crab facility. Coastal Pride plans to use cutting-edge proprietary technology to build a recirculating aquaculture system with holding tanks and extra storage for blue crabs that have recently shed their shells to essentially extend the soft-shell crab season throughout the year. The proposed $29 million building would be located in the Beaufort Commerce Park and would bring 48 jobs with it. The city still needs to give final approval, and Coastal Pride still needs to secure financing before the project gets underway. According to a recent press release, Beaufort County Council Chairman Joe Passiment has been elected by his peers to serve on the South Carolina Association of Counties Board of Directors. The SCAC is a statewide organization that provides resources, training, education, and guidance for administrators, staff, and elected officials, with the board representing the state's urban and rural counties, helping to ensure the association meets the diverse needs of all of those counties. Of his new position, Passiment said in part, "Joining the board is quite an honor, and I am looking forward to taking a more active role in supporting all 46 counties. His term on the board will last for 1 year. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel for Defusky homeowners looking to rent their properties to vacationers? Well, maybe. For the past 2.5 years, County Council has been stuck on the question of permitting, but it seems Council is poised to allow rentals to resume. Now the question becomes, will homeowners need to get a conditional use permit or a special use permit? What's the difference? For both permits, homeowners need to meet established conditions, but for conditional use, they only need to fill out a form online and await approval. Whereas for special use, the homeowner has to show up to the County Administration Center in Beaufort and sit through 2 meetings to be approved. However, there will be a bit of a honeymoon period, as homeowners currently meeting all conditions can apply for 60 days after the special use ordinance goes into law. There will still be 2 more readings with possible amendments before anything is settled. The book review committees keep on chugging along, voting earlier this week to return 7 more books to the Beaufort County School Library shelves. 2 of the books reviewed come from a fantasy romance series by Sarah J. Maas that is being adapted into a Hulu series using the same director as Outlander. 5 of the 7 books reviewed will go back to grades 9 through 12, which is no change from where they were previously. They include Ask the Passengers by A.S. King, Collateral by Ellen Hopkins, A Court of Mist and Fury, and A Court of Thorns, both by Sarah J. Maas, and Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott. 2 other books that had previously been available to 6th graders and up were changed to only being available to high schoolers. Those titles are More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera and Perfect by Ellen Hopkins. The committees have 37 more books to go before the process is complete. As the summer season heats up and both locals and tourists alike flock to our beaches, it's important to remember that we share the water with many creatures, some of which might be lurking in just a few inches of water, one of which is the stingray. Through June 13th, Hilton Head Hospital alone has seen nearly 30 emergency room visits for stingray stings, which is actually fewer than in previous years, although that number is expected to increase as more head to the beach. Stingrays won't attack unless they feel threatened or scared, like when they are accidentally stepped on. The good news is you can lessen your chances of being stung by shuffling or dragging your feet through the sand. Known as the Stingray Shuffle, this one move will hopefully send you home from a day at the beach with nothing more than a sunburned nose. And as a friendly reminder, in honor of the Juneteenth holiday, the government offices for both the town of Hilton Head and Bluffton will be closed on Monday, June 19th. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. The Jasper-Ridgeland All-Stars were dealt a tragic blow just ahead of the Dixie Youth Baseball 12U Ozone District Tournament when Brayden Tindal, a player in their regular season league, was killed in an ATV accident on Sunday, a night before their All-Star opener. The boys from Jasper hit the field with Tindal heavy on their hearts and on their helmets, memorialized with stickers reading "Playing for Rabbit," and they'll be playing for him until the bitter end. Jasper survived a late rally from Colleton County to win 11-8 in a game that was suspended by lightning Wednesday, and then they knocked off Bluffton 5-4 in a thrilling elimination game to earn a second shot at the undefeated Hilton Head squad tonight. Jasper will have to beat Hilton Head twice to claim the district title, but it's been a heck of a run either way. The same can be said for the Bluffton 8U Softball All-Stars, who beat Moncks Corner 12-8 last night to force a second game, but they couldn't pull off the doubleheader sweep, falling 12-5 in the rematch. The 8U AA Coach Pitch Baseball District Tournament also fired up Thursday at Burton Wells Park, with Bluffton National, Jasper-Ridgeland, and Hilton Head all picking up wins on opening night. The championship game will be set by the end of the weekend, so we'll get you caught up on Monday. And a Loco golfer finished strong at the SCGA Junior Championships at Lexington Country Club, as Michael Gavin followed up his scorching 67 in round 2 with a final round of 3 under 69 to surge to a tie for second. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. And now it's time for the weather with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see quite a few storms this weekend and getting into next week. Also getting into next week, we're going to see the temperatures drop just a little bit once we get to midweek. Taking a look at this weekend, however, Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 84, a low of 73. Bluffton's going to have a high of 87, a low of 71. And Buford's going to have a high of 86 and a low of 71. Come Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but again should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 85, a low of 72. Bluffton's going to have a high of 89, a low of 71. And Buford's going to have a high of 88 and a low of 71. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:31. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday high tide's going to be at 9:21 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 4:24 p.m. And then come Sunday, high tide's going to be at 10:01 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 5:10 p.m. Taking a look into next week, again, we're going to see storms basically every day next week. Monday, it's going to be cloudy with thunderstorms starting in the afternoon and continuing on into the evening. Highs are going to be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be scattered thunderstorms throughout the day and continuing on into the evening. Highs are going to get down into the low 80s, possible high 70s, and lows are going to be in the 70s. And then come Wednesday, again, we're going to see scattered thunderstorms throughout the day and continuing on into the evening. Highs are going to be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Well, another part of Beaufort's history is being preserved, and we'll find out how after a quick break.